Hi, this is Zach Knowlton, and I wanted to demonstrate how I would implement Flip into my course. So, just for reference, I teach English and I teach both ends of the spectrum. So, I teach for incoming freshmen. I also teach college bound seniors, so AP Literature and Avid 4. For this instance, I'm going to be talking about my freshman English students. So what I want them to do after we finished Of Mice and Men, OMAM, is have a reaction to the end of the book. Up until this point, we will have been in writing, analyzing everything that's happened in the book, and we're preparing to write our final response on the book. But I think a valuable piece of reacting to Of Mice and Men is really thinking about the ending of the book and thinking about the scenes that built up to it. Most of the time, what I've noticed is that Of Mice and Men sticks with readers. It really does, all the way through senior year. And so I've also noticed that if I talk about reaction videos on YouTube, everybody knows what that looks like. So for this assignment, I'll click into it so we can see. I'm asking them to create a reaction video based on at least one, if not two, scenes of Mice and Men. So I have my instructions right at the top. Please read the directions posted to the flip below. Please answer these questions. I apologize. Please complete these steps. 1. Complete the flip posting. 2. Reply to at least one peer with a response video. 3. Mark this assignment complete when you're ready to move on. I want to note here, I kind of was torn between a couple different ways of approaching this assignment. So for the purposes of this video, I did embed the flip page that our assignment is on, because what I like about that is that I can stay centralized in Canvas. Students do not have to navigate away from Canvas to finish the assignment. Afterwards, they would mark the assignment complete. That lets me know that they're all the way done. I can go into Flip and I can watch all the videos. I really like that approach, especially for my younger students, because the more they link out to other accounts, other apps, other things, the more likely they are to get frustrated by the process and, quite frankly, just not finish the assignment, even if it was within their ability. So for this demonstration, I do have it embedded. However, I also have integrated Flip by using the consumer key and the secret code. And so I also, just to demonstrate on this video, I've also added the option for you to load the Flip Of Mice and Men reaction in a new window. And if you were to do that, then you would click on this, it would take you to the Flip site. And from here, you would log in. And once you logged in, you're going to see the same thing that is posted here, or rather that is embedded here. So if I were doing this with my seniors, then I would probably just link out as an assignment and have them link out to the tool itself. With my freshmen, however, I would have it embedded within Canvas, so that way they're not navigating away from Canvas. And I think there's value in both of those things. One is learning how to be adept at operating multiple tools. The other is being able to be confident in the tool that you use most frequently, which in this case is Canvas. What I'm asking for in this assignment is that students consider what we've read. So in class, we finished reading Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. After we finished reading, we briefly wrote a review of the book as a whole. So they've already thought about this. And then I say, now I want you to pick one scene that stood out to you above all others. And it might be when Candy's dog passed away. It might be at the end of the book when George kills Lenny. It might be a ton of other things. But I want them to make a reaction video to that scene. Just like our review, the video should be your own thoughts on the chosen scene, unlike your review. This is less formal, so I want students to have fun with this. Think of this as something that is supplemental to their summative assessment of the end of the book. So I want students to think of this as like a YouTube reaction video. And going into this assignment, we will watch a couple tamer YouTube reaction videos so we can get a sense of what it is I'm asking for. But really, this is a way for me to allow students to add their own voice, their own background, their own perspective into the mix while still performing some amount of summative assessment, because they are still engaging with our reading as a whole, but they're doing it in a way that I hope feels a little bit more comfortable to them. They don't have to worry as much about formal voice. They don't have to worry as much about formal academic conventions. Instead, what they're worrying about is really what their gut reaction is to the reading. And I would argue that that is a huge part of what we're trying to accomplish in English, is getting students to form an opinion and back it up with evidence. It doesn't need to be more complex than that. They need to form an opinion, back it up with evidence, because that's going to carry with them to other subjects. And I think that Flip allows for that to happen authentically. Thank you. That's everything.